Hi, I'm Rob at the Hayneedle Fulfillment Center. This is a short video on the assembly of the Hillsdale Cordell Swivel Barstool. The estimated time on this assembly is around 25 minutes, and the only tools you will need are an Allen wrench, which is provided, and a Phillips head screwdriver, which is not provided. Start by opening your box and removing your pieces. Locate your instructions. On the front, you'll find a parts and hardware list. Take a brief inventory to make sure you have all the pieces needed for this assembly. Start by taking 4 of your bolts labeled as A, fitting each with your spring washers labeled as C and your flat washers labeled as D. We'll be attaching our legs labeled as M to our leg support labeled as P. Line up the holes on the leg support with the holes in the grooves of your legs. From the inside, insert your bolt and tighten into place using your Allen wrench. Repeat this step for your 3 remaining legs. Using 6 of our bolts labeled A, fitting each with a spring washer labeled as C and our flat washers labeled as D, we'll now be attaching our seat base labeled as L to our seat back labeled as K. Line up the holes on the back of our seat base and the holes of our seat back. Once in place, insert your bolts Once you have all 6 of your bolts in place, fully tighten using your Allen wrench. Using 4 of our bolts labeled as A, again fitted with our spring washers labeled as C and our flat washers labeled as D, we'll now be attaching our top swivel labeled as N to the top of our legs. Insert over the legs and line up the holes on the inside with the holes in the top of the legs. Insert your bolts through the leg and into your piece end and tighten into place using your Allen wrench. Using our 4 screws labeled as F, we'll now be attaching our cushion labeled as Q to our seat back and seat by placing over the cushion, then inserting one of our screws into each of the 4 holes and using a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten into place. Using our 4 bolts labeled as B, fitted with our spring washers labeled as C, we'll now be attaching our seat and our base. Start by offsetting your swivel on your base and lining it up with the holes on the seat. Insert 1 bolt into each of the holes, then tighten into place using your Allen wrench. After all of your bolts are tightened, you'll have your finished swivel stool.